Must Svarog's trust or Roland's safety? I must be careful not to reveal anything when delivering with others. I think he gets inside the soil outside. There's a cat back there. I think I'll also convince my uncle without revealing Prince Ron's identity. We had a Prince identity from Lord Svarog, but Phil Lynch trust me all having faced punishment. In which case, would not all format admission give us a better chance of gaining his favor?
Here's what I think.
I know Svarog's not in Ghost's corner, but he's as Frost all the same. I can't see him as anything else. You really think we can trust him? If we can gain Svarog's trust by revealing my identity, then that's what we ought to do. We must restore Wolford if I reclaim the kingdom. The danger to me is of no little consequence. This Prince Roland secret being revealed grows greater with every telling of it. We have only just succeeded in his death. It would be foolish for us to reveal it so soon. Lord Svarog would be an ideal resource to learn more about Astaroth's inner workings. What happens is the Lord Dragon is true and fortunate. He can provide us a update and cover the judge's true intentions.
Yes.
It would be best not to reveal Prince Roland's true identity. Pray tell me how you intend to conduct negotiations. Like the opposite. A power within the subduchy provides us with a great opportunity. Despite this negotiation, we will just establish a foothold within the duchy and seek our claim. Victory will never be achieved if you continue to avoid the obstacles instead of Orkheim Lord Serenoa.
If so, then.
As far as influence rises that of the Archduke, there is a chance that he'll use Roland and a bit to have absolute power. Agreed. The people there are who know a secret, the less chance there will leak. If we inform Lord Star Prince Roland's true identity, there's a possibility it will enter the ears of those who openly oppose the Archduke. If we hold the Prince's safety and our freedom of movement to be paramount, we shall reveal the secret. I have heard thoughts on important matters at present. Real Prince Roland's day may win Lord Svarog's cooperation, but at what cost? I get to write a decision. You don't believe it's Real Prince Roland's day, correct? Indeed, good stuff will have our heads if we learn Prince Roland's alive. I appreciate your desire to remain vigilant, not to be seduced by each play before us.
Me?
Go on. If only you had a cat door. Little dork. It said that the enemy of our enemy is our friend. If we negotiate well, Lord Svarog can be really persuaded to join our fight against Gustav. You are right, of course. There's a chance of failure or betrayal. But there is no safe path for us to take here. If we do not willingly entertain us to grant nothing we've achieved. Of course, we do so reasonable faith of our success. Still, we must take risks of ours for certain. To make the right decision, one must gather as much information as possible. Please feel free to be frank with thoughts. He is ambitious and rebellious, two qualities that lead him to use any and all in his path. Lord, I simply can't agree. Showing me for his hand, every kind we have done so. He is ambition to displeasure with the rest as well. Yes, but he's not so rude as you believe. I think you're sharing thoughts with me. She's indifferent. If we can't charge, try to reveal my identity, that's what I gotta do. Much of our warfare within the kingdom, to dare to be as little concerned. Sark and Sorosei are both involved in the salt trade. There is sure to be some bargaining between them. I can't deny possibly that I will be used as a bargaining tool. If Halstein were to learn who I am, that would give Sorosei even more of an advantage over us. Now you're concerned for me. Please don't think me careful of that. I remain unconvinced. We have all the information we need, do we not? We share common enemy with Lord Svarog and Gustav. There's a good reason to believe we can come to our standing. So no, if we continue to rescue, we will attain nothing.
I am ready.
Oh, he didn't seem convinced either. I think I got two people going against it this time.
It is time to... Do we reveal... Approach the scale? You've convinced me.
Oh, no, he's the one with me.
On this,
He's disagreeing.
You aren't wrong, but
Yeah, she didn't like me either.
I agree.
We still got it, but we lost both Ben and Gila.
The scales of... The way forward is... We keep rolling.
Okay. That's fine. I mean, it's not a big deal.
Very well. Roland's secret shall remain with us and us alone. Still, it would be wise to plead our case to Svarog. To that end, I would speak with him on the morrow.
then I shall arrange an audience. In the meantime, let us consider how we might sway him to our point of view.
Okay. This is like one of the worst decisions in the entire game, to be honest, as far as I've heard. But still, we want to cover all paths, so...
Prince Roland's survival is a powerful secret that could sway the decisions of the other nations. But knowing they must be cautious, House Wolford decides to keep quiet. Though still suspected of murdering Dragan, Serenoa and the others attempt negotiations with Svarog once more.
Enter the arena. That sounds kind of ominous.
Why have you come? I thought we agreed that you were never here.
Yes, but I would know one thing, Uncle. Are your illicit purchases of salt a means to gather power? The power to defeat the Archduke.
A grave accusation you make. Is that what you believe, my dear niece?
Gustadolf will do whatever it takes to achieve his goals. If you do not fight back, your house will surely be destroyed.
And so...
So please allow House Wolfort to fight beside you. Together, we can stop Gustadolf.
You wish for me to rely on those who were reduced to mere servants of Hyzant?
We did what we must to survive. And I would do it all again for the chance to stand against Gustadolf.
We made it through the Salt Iron War just the same way, though I'm sure you're well aware. That which bends does not break. Such is House Wolford.
A lofty speech from illicit salt traders. I have heard enough. It is time you were on your way. But leave the salt. I shall take it as payment for sparing your lives.
Understood.
Frederica, you may stay.
No, Uncle. I am of House Wolfort now.
Are you really going to let them go, my lord?
They shall prove useful if they take up arms against Gustadolf, no matter the outcome. You have grown strong, Frederica. It seems none can fight what is in their blood. No. Such growth stems from her ardent youth. If Dragan were still alive, no doubt he would be the same.
Okay. Right failed in Svarog's trust, and Soul's taken. They can't return to Hyzant empty-handed.
apologize for speaking so rashly earlier.
You need not. It was thanks to you it did not come to blows. Perhaps it is I who should apologize for bringing you here.
No. I am happy to be here with you.
Did something happen?
We were spared from a battle, thanks to Lady Frederica.
My lady worries too much for her own good, but is braver than most.
Svarog took the salt in exchange for our lives, so we haven't any coin to show for it.
Perhaps we should have told him who I am.
There are more ways than one to fill one's pockets. The salt was intended for Svarog.
And Svarog received it. But we haven't the money to repay Minister Sorcelay.
Indeed, but had we sufficient coin, it would seem like the transaction were a success.
Oh, I can see you scheming something again.
I suppose schemes come with the territory of illicit trading. If no one loses out, no one complains.
But where could we get the money?
Our best option is to speak with the Norzelia Consortium.
You mean to negotiate with Claris?
Indeed. He is an avaricious man, but reliable when one needs money.
You plan to ask the consortium how to get coin for an illegal trade? Are you mad?
I have no intention of disclosing why we need the money. But his dealings extend far below the surface. It is worth speaking with him.
Then speak to him we shall. Anna, if you would.
So basically, Svarog takes the money and makes go confront Claris.
Our apologies on the sudden summons, Claris.
Nonsense. It is my pleasure to lend an ear to any request from the famed House Wolford. That mask! Could you be... I see. So you were in need of funds to restore your fallen house.
Indeed. And we would hear any wisdom you have for us.
And my wisdom you shall hear. What say you to participating in a little tournament?
A tournament? Like the one in Glenbrook?
Something like that. Though this one is not known to the masses. Aristocrats, merchants, and the like from every nation gather to watch the strongest compete.
An illegal tourney, no doubt, involving befitting sums of money.
But of course. Unfortunately, one of the entrants has forfeited his seat. You must forgive me, but would that masked gentleman by any chance be the revered Sir Maxwell? I am. Ah, just as I suspected. You made quite a name for yourself in Glenbrook's tournaments. I am sure the audience would rejoice to see a true hero in the ring. Rest assured that you would also receive a handsome reward for entering. What say you?
What else can you tell us about this tournament, aside from its illegal nature?
A sharp man you are. Unlike Glenbrook's mock battles, the ones here are true. Nothing is guaranteed.
So entrants put their very lives on the line in this arena.
And I shall enter regardless. This is my fault. I must fight.
Very well. But we fight beside you.
We have a deal. Oh, how the crowd will rejoice seeing House Wolford compete.
It is definitely a lot different. That's probably the Forgotten Arena map. Forgotten Arena, yep. The Dawnster agrees to put his lifeline into the illegal tourney.
Thank you for your report. Did you encounter Lord Svarog?
I did. He's still
Perhaps it is time he retired. He's not as young as he used to be.
I heard quite the intriguing rumor there as well. They say a group looking like House Wolford was seen visiting Twinsgate.
House Wolford? But why?
I cannot say for certain, but it appears they had a disagreement with Lord Svarog and were forced to leave. Even more intriguing, rumor has it a masked spearsman was with them.
It couldn't be.
Maxwell. I killed him. I'm sure of it. But then who could that be?
So they actually do comment on the fact that Maxwell with us. That's interesting.
Well, if it isn't Tenebrous.
Minister Sorsley.
And why shouldn't I be? An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War, trying...
But can they succeed?
If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished.
I did not take you for an optimist.
You speak as if it were my...
Do not
I
misunderstand.
definitely remember that sequence. Does that one only happen if you don't have Sorcery attack you? It seems there isn't a second exploration phase here.
It is my utmost pleasure to announce our next match. One that far surpasses even my wildest dreams. In one corner, we have a legendary warrior whose name is known in every corner of the realm. Please welcome the Dawn Spear, Maxwell! In the other corner, we have our reigning champion, the bounty hunter, and famed hero Spain, Rufus!
Oh, I heard I'd be facing Maxwell, but didn't know he'd be bringing some familiar faces.
Wow.
I hope you whelps are ready for a rematch.
Let the battle of the century begin!
Oh boy. So this is not the same Forgotten Arena map from the Mental Mock Battles, because that one's damaged and there's no spikes to open the floor, the ground. This looks like the one you fighting on the yeah, this looks like the one you participated in on against Sorcery. Thought so. He's required here. Makes sense.
Shall we?
Can't say no to you now, can I?
Ready and willing.
How much I like this one. Let's play Maxwell after all.